Well, hello everybody. I'm getting ready to fix some lunch today, and I thought I would fix it's my version of shrimp curry. I don't like to put milk in a lot of my food because I'm allergic to most of the creams and the heavy cream, whole milk, that type of thing. And I don't have skim milk, or I would put that in there. I can put canned milk in here, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to substitute tomatoes out of the garden for the milk, and I'm not going to use milk. First of all, I've got an onion here I've got to chop up. I'm not going to use a whole onion, probably just half of it. Because I'm not fixing a whole recipe. I can't eat that much. I'm doing basically a half a recipe. This will make enough for basically 2 people. And we got a little bit of ice so far falling, but it's melted as fast as it hit the ground. So I don't really think we're going to get snow unless we get it sometime during the night. Because during the day, it's not going to get cold enough to snow. Like I said, we may get it at night when the temperature drops lower. But during the day, I don't think we're going to get any. I'm just going to chop my onion up a little bit. Whew. My eyes are burning already, y'all. And I'm going to use a little bit of butter. About a tablespoon of butter, I think. Ooh, my eyes are burning, y'all. Go ahead and get this burner turned on. And I've also got it's about a half a pound of shrimp. I'm not doing a whole pound. Now these have been deveined and deshelled, but they still have the tail on them, and I'm just breaking the tail off because I don't want the tail in there. I don't like any part of the shell on my shrimp in a dish like this. Now if it was shrimp cocktail, that'd be great because you can hold the shrimp by the tail, but other than that, I don't want it on there. there. So I've got my shrimp. And you know what? I may go ahead and just use the milk instead. I've got a can of evaporated milk open. I'll just dilute it down a little bit. I'll use my tomatoes in my spaghetti dish. I just got out of the shower, y'all. My hair is soaking wet. But we're going to go ahead and get these tomatoes sauteing. My tomatoes fell out of the cabinet. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of garlic, probably about a teaspoon of garlic. Now you can use fresh garlic if you'd like. You see that much, about a teaspoon. We don't want it too hot because it'll burn the onions and it will definitely burn the garlic, and we don't want it to burn the garlic. This is a real easy, simple, quick dish to make, really. Oh, let's see. I dilute mine down a little bit. It's like I say, the heavy creams and the milks I'm allergic to. But I can drink the evaporated milk some. I usually use that in all my recipes where it calls for milk. And I got a hair around my face. This is actually going to be shrimp curry and rice. You're supposed to use 13 ounces of coconut milk. I'm extremely allergic to coconut oil, milk, or any of that stuff. I will break out in hives, so I don't use it. Now we got to get these cooked a little bit. Probably the longest it takes to cook this is just getting the onions brown. And I don't like to put my milk can in the refrigerator with milk all over the top, so I always wipe it off. I'll keep it out just in case I need more milk. But I think this is going to be enough, you know, because I can add water. So I'll go ahead and put this back in the refrigerator. The recipe I have for this, if you're going to do the whole recipe, I'll give you the recipe. Two, if you get something to write with, I'll give you the recipe. For the full recipe, I'm using half the recipe. 2 tablespoons of butter, 1.5 pounds of jumbo shrimp, peeled and deveined, 1 medium onion diced. Whoops, I better pay it. I'll give it to you later. I don't want my stuff to burn here. Okay, we're also going to cook our shrimp in here with our onions, just till they get done. And you know, it doesn't take shrimp long to cook. I hope this pan will hold all this. I know it definitely would not hold the whole recipe. Or you can do like I'm doing. If you're just 1 or 2 people, cut the recipe in half, and that's plenty for 2 people. This will give me 2 big servings of this, so that's plenty for me. I'm going to get this bowl because I'm going to cook these. Add a little bit of salt, pepper, just try to turn them every once in a while. Because you know, shrimp cook pretty quick. We don't want to overcook them. Although I like my food cooked done. But like I started to say in the beginning, you can certainly substitute your milk, and instead of putting milk, use tomatoes or tomato sauce. I'm just going to go ahead and use the milk I've got because I can't have the coconut milk, so. Now, if this was the jumbo shrimp, you could turn it a lot easier. These are the smaller shrimp. I'm just using what I've got on hand. I had these shrimp in the freezer. Oh, goodness me. I finished with this. 2 tablespoons of butter, 1.5 pounds of jumbo peeled shrimp peeled and deveined, 1 medium onion diced, 4 garlic cloves finely chopped, or you can use what I use, just the regular chopped garlic you get in the jar. You're going to need 1 can of coconut milk, which is 13.5 ounces, 2 tablespoons of honey, more to taste, 1/4 teaspoon kosher salt, or whatever salt you want to use, 1 lime juiced, I'm not using the lime, 12 basil leaves, chopped, plus more for serving. I'm going to use dried basil leaves that I had from the garden. Hot sauce is optional. I'm going to use Lola's fine hot sauce. And cooked balsamic rice. Ooh, I'm getting stuff everywhere. This measuring cup is dripping milk from the handle. I filled it too full. There. Don't like milk getting everywhere. Turn that down a bit. I think I did get limes. Hold on, let me see if I can. thought I did. Maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. That's all right. We don't have to have lime juice. You can use the lime juice or lemon, either one. Now I'm just going to take these over here. Don't worry that you got some stuff stuck in the pan or you got brown in the pan. That's perfectly fine. That's just going to add more seasoning. Now I'm going to add my milk. Turn my burner back on. I'm going to add my basil. I just put a couple of pinches in there. See how much they put in the whole recipe. 1 tablespoon of curry powder. So I'm not going to put a whole tablespoon in there. I got a teaspoonful. And we're going to add honey, probably about a couple of tablespoons, and I'm just going to pour it in there. If you want it sweeter, you can add more. And I'm going to add a little bit of Lola's hot sauce. Probably about a tablespoonful. Get this mixed up. And you want the sauce to bubble for a few minutes and cook that way. That hot sauce is making it pink looking. Tastes pretty good. Now, since my I'm not putting coconut milk in there, it's not going to thicken the way it would have if I'd have put coconut milk in. So I'm going to add a little bit of flour. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the flour to my shrimp and mix it up instead of diluting it in water. Put a good tablespoon of flour in there. I know y'all think this is crazy, but like I said, I'm allergic to the cream and the whole milk, so I have to, you know, improvise. I'm just going to coat my onions and my shrimp with it. And now I'm going to add my shrimp back in. Now, while that's starting to bubble up and thicken, I've got a package of, well, that's jasmine rice, which is just as good as the other. I'm going to use the jasmine rice. Oop. It said to tear the pouch, but it's not tearing straight. Just tear a corner of it and put it in your microwave on high for 90 minutes, which is a minute and a half. And see, while that's thickening, your shrimp will finish cooking. And it's thickening up. Turn that down. I probably didn't have to put quite as much milk in it as I did. because it's got to thicken a little bit. I'll wait till I plate this up, and then then I will give you the ingredients from the beginning. Let that set there for a second. Yeah, you can put a little bit less milk than I put in there if you're just going to do half of a recipe. Because I didn't need that quite that much in there, but you know, it's okay. I'm going to get my bowl out of here that I had, so I can put my rice in it. How I can, here, it's tearing easy. Yeah, I could have put a lot less milk in this. I didn't need quite that much, but it's going to be good anyway. Now I'm going to taste it for seasoning and honey. That is good, y'all. There's just enough in there for everything. And I don't like the way the light is, but I'm going to plate up half of this rice. Now the balsamic rice is what the recipe calls for. I didn't have balsamic rice, but I had the jasmine rice. So I'm using the jasmine. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I could have used just a little bit less milk. But it's going to be good regardless. But there y'all go. My shrimp curry rice. Get me a fork over here. Dear Lord, bless this food I'm about to eat. Bless everybody in YouTube land. I know that's hot. Y'all take a bite. Oh my goodness. Mmm. Those shrimp are done perfect. Get another mouthful. Mmm. It's a little hot. A little bit hot. But fix you some shrimp curry rice, y'all. I didn't put lemon juice or lime in there. You don't really need it. I mean, it's okay to put it in there. It adds a little bit more flavor, but you know, you can do like I do, wing it. Use what you got. Mmm. Oh my gosh. That is so good. Give me another one of them little shrimp. And it calls for 1.5 pounds of the jumbo shrimp. I didn't have jumbo shrimp. I had the small shrimp. So use what you got, y'all. Take another bite. Thumbs up, y'all. It's so good. But make you some curry shrimp. You'll be glad you did. Well, thank you for hanging out with me today and for all the days that you do. I appreciate you watching my videos, coming to my lives, putting up with my insanity. But it shows you, like I said, from day one of my channel, recipes are not written in stone. If you don't have a certain ingredient, substitute it with another ingredient that you have that will work. Like I used evaporated milk, half water, because of my allergies to milk, instead of coconut milk. I'm sure it would have tasted a lot better with coconut milk, but, you know, I'd rather not because I don't want to be broke out in hives. But there you go. Whoa, I forgot to give you the full recipe. Here we go. You got something to write it down on? This is the full recipe now. You can cut it in half like I did. If you want. That's up to you. But this makes 6 servings, y'all. This full recipe does. 2 tablespoons of butter. 1.5 pounds of jumbo shrimp peeled and deveined. 1 medium onion diced. 4 garlic cloves finely chopped. 1 tablespoon yellow curry powder. 1 can of coconut milk, which is 13.5 ounces. 2 tablespoons of honey, plus more if, you know, for your taste. 1/4 tablespoon kosher salt, plus more to taste. Now, I use sea salt, not kosher salt. 1 lime juice. I didn't even use a lime. I left that out because I don't have limes, and I forgot to buy any. 4 basil leaves chopped, plus more for serving. You can sprinkle basil on top. I didn't have the fresh basil because mine's frozen in the garden, but I've got dried basil. I always have dried basil on hand because I grow it in the garden and I dry it myself. Hot sauce. This is optional. Season it to your liking. I like a little bit of heat, not a whole lot. Cooked balsamic basmati rice. Basmati. Basmati rice to serve. Now, I didn't have that type of rice, so I just used what I had. Jasmine rice is just as good. I thought it said balsamic, but it's basmati. Basmati rice. And fix it like I did. Serve it up. You'll be glad you did because it's good. I'm going to sit down here and enjoy mine for lunch. Talk to you later. Love y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe to my videos. Bye now.